Hello friends and cheers! Welcome back to today's pageant story time, except it's going to be a bad memory story time. Not really excited to dive back into these, but I think that it'll bring you some value as to understanding why I am the way I am in some areas of competition and in my life. I am drinking out of my Yeti mug, which is literally my new favorite thing in the world because it keeps my coffee hot, and I literally will heat up my coffee 100 times when I have it. This is not a sponsor, not a plug. I just really love it, and I want you all to love it too. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Maria Gerlando, also known as the Pageant Gal, and I'm bringing you a pageant story time, like I said. If you watch some of my recent videos, you'll know that I prefer to do my own makeup when it comes to pageantry, and all I ever really said was that I've had a couple bad experiences, but today I'm going to share with you my top 2 very bad pageant experiences. I realize that I am going to sound like the biggest diva, but that's okay. And I feel like when you hear the story, you'll understand why I don't like getting my makeup done by other makeup artists. Some are okay, but these have truly scarred me. I'm just sitting, I'm living in my comfy winter sweater. We got our hair up in a ponytail. We're having fun with this one, okay? So grab a drink and let's dive in. So I'm going to start with I'll do the second story and then like the top number 1 bad story. So my first bad experience was when I was Miss Tecumseh and I was passing on my crown. We had a sponsor for hair and makeup, and from the year prior, I don't remember it being awful or anything. I just remember it being okay. So I was like, all right, like that's fine. It's a sponsorship, right? Like I'm gonna be respectful of that. I know how it works. And I got my hair done and I sat down to get my makeup done. And here's the thing about me. I am so intuitive. I know the minute I sit down, I made a mistake. Like I know instantly, I'm like, this isn't gonna be good. Something bad's gonna happen. I am that connected and I am never wrong, ever. But I didn't know it at the time. So I sit down in this chair and I start getting my makeup done. And I kind of explained to her what I want. And I'm telling you, I thought something was up because this woman used one brush for my eyes and one brush for my face. I remember I had foundation on because I like to wear my own foundation. She wiped off my foundation all around my eyes and then started applying their concealer, which I didn't need, but because some of the eyeshadow fell out, I guess, and I couldn't see any of this. I could just feel it happening, and I was like, this is not good. Like, bad things are happening. Oh my goodness. So I could tell she wiped off the foundation because she took a makeup wipe and moved it and then added her own concealer, didn't set it, and then proceeded onto the face. And she was asking me like, okay, do you want blush, contour? And I was like, yes. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking. She used one brush for my entire face. So I remember one brush for my eyes and one brush for my face. And eventually when she said that she was done, I was like, oh, are you not gonna do blush? She's like, no, I already did it. And I was like, you use the same brush for blush and bronzer? I was like, okay, whatever. And then she's like, oh, do you want a little bit of mascara? And I said, oh, I'm gonna do my false lashes, but yeah, you can put a little bit of mascara on so that they blend. So that was that. That was a really short story, but this is where I become a diva. And I look at myself in the mirror and I was like, okay, like my mama taught me right. You don't say anything to that person. They will never know how you feel. Maybe they'll know that you think you look like crap, but you do not tell them. You slowly plan in your mind, okay, how much time do I have to get home and fix this? Like, I am a professional. I get it. I get it when there's sponsors, but I am like, there was nothing on my face. Like the eyeshadow was like non-existent. The face was non-existent. You could tell that there was this mismatched concealer under my eyes. And mind you, like this is what I mean by I'm a diva. Like I was the queen at the time and I was like, I am not giving away my crown looking like a friggin' clown, honestly. The worst part was my eyelashes, because you know the mascaras that literally make it look like you have 2 eyelashes stuck together? That was how it looked. And I was just like, oh, okay. So again, I breathe. I think I told my director and I was like, I just kind of said, I'm like, I will take care of this on my way home. And I think she was understanding of that. You know, we all go through those moments, okay? And I can't, like, I don't have photos and I'm probably not doing this story justice, but like, it didn't look good. And it did not look like, it didn't even look like, you could not see that there was contour. You could not see that there was blush. And if you could, it was like very light and it didn't look good. And I was like, okay. So I went home, I took it off and I applied my own makeup. I don't love sharing that. That's not a great way to do things, but I did it, okay? And it was in my own best interest, all right? No one is ever gonna know that she did my makeup. It's not like I had to tag them, so I did what I had to do. And trust me, it is like the worst feeling when you're like rushing at home to get stuff done. Like you're just not in a good headspace. And then on top of it, you feel just guilty enough. So that's exactly how I felt. I felt really bad. I don't know if this person often does makeup. I don't know. It was a diva moment. That was story number 1. After that, I learned, I was like, okay, I was good enough at the time that I could have done my own makeup. So after that, I just started doing my makeup for myself. So like when I competed at Miss Canada, I did my own makeup. At all my photo shoots, I did my own makeup. Until this experience. This was so bad. It was so bad. Okay. So I was Miss Canada at the time. Again, it's like when I'm a title holder. So it just makes me seem like an extra diva because I'm like I'm the queen. I should have good makeup. But anyways, so I was at a fashion show. I was at a fashion show as Miss Canada. And again, when I sit down in this chair, I realize I've made a mistake. I know this. I'm so in tune with it. And it's funny because now when I tell my mom or my boyfriend, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get my makeup done. And they're like, are you sure? Like, are you sure? Because like you remember okay, they know. Okay, let me get into the story. So I was getting my makeup done. I'm not gonna give any details as to who this person was, but I thought maybe based on their credentials, it would be cool. Like it would be okay. And again, it was for a fashion show. And I never know if they say like, okay, you have to get your makeup and hair done by the sponsors. I always think, okay, like you have to go get your hair and makeup done until I go to the event and so many people did their own hair and makeup. And I'm like, man, like, why didn't I do that? Because I'm a professional, right? And I'm respectful of the sponsor's time. Anyway, so I'm sitting in this chair. I should also say important detail of the story. I had a spray tan. I was looking good. It was like November, right? So like I was more tan than I would in a November time frame. So I had a spray tan on and me and this lady are talking back and forth. I'm not liking, like I get the whole like conversational vibes, but she was saying some things that I was like, were really unprofessional. Again, I'm not gonna give any details because I feel like if you're in my area, you'll probably like, you may know who it is, but whatever. I remember seeing some of the other girls in the fashion show get their makeup done by some of the other makeup artists and they look good. So I was like, okay, I thought I was at ease. Sat in the chair, knew I made a mistake. Me and this lady are talking. I'm like, all right. Again, even before I'm done, even before I see it, I'm calculating how much time it takes me to get home to do my makeup and then be able to go to the event. It's a bad habit, I know, but listen to me. Listen to me. I looked at myself in the mirror, and when I tell you, this woman put brown foundation on me, I cannot lie to you. I was brown, and then you could tell that at some point, she was probably like, oh, she's not brown, so she put really, really, really light concealer under my eyes and all over my face to try and cover it up. It was so bad I'm yelling now. Oh, okay. I'm such a diva, I know, but I was like, oh. So then I went home. And the worst part is she took a picture of it. I was like, you want this for your website? Like, this does not look good. So I'm on my way home. I call my mom. And I was like, Mom, I gotta do it again. Like, it's happening again. I have to do it. I was like, I can't go to this fashion show event with all of these vendors and all of these people as Miss Canada with my sash on with brown foundation on my face, I'm going to offend somebody, okay? People get canceled for that. I was not about to do that. So again, I made a judgment call and I wiped that off and I put my own face on. And that, my friends, is why I do my own makeup, at least for my pageants. Some of my close friends in the area, so if you're a makeup artist and like my makeup artists who have done my makeup, who I've liked, like they'll know. Like they know if this is not related to you. If you think it is and you're watching this, you're probably not. But it's not you, because these people, I wouldn't even be able to tell you like their names, to be honest, but it was just two bad experiences. And maybe like they're good makeup artists. Maybe I just had a really bad experience with them, but like 2 eyelashes and brown foundation, I'm sorry, no. That never happens when I do my own makeup. So I just stick to what I know. I will promote their brand. Or I'll wish them good luck, but like I just can't. It sounds so bad, and I don't recommend that. Like I don't recommend like going and getting your stuff done and then washing it off. Like that just sounds so bad, and I get like how difficult it is to get sponsors sometimes, and then you have divas like me who go and do that. But you know what, like this is my image and I want to protect that, and I want to make sure I'm showing up as my best self. And if I don't feel good in the way I look, I'm not going to perform as good. It's all excuses. But those are my two, like my shoulders are tense. Let's all take a breath. Have a sip of coffee. Still so hot. We love the Yeti mug. Those are my bad makeup stories. I think there's a couple more of like just not being good makeup, or just not being things that I like. Like I've had some makeup artists where I'm like, oh, I want this color and this, and they're like, oh no, I don't think that's gonna look good. And I'm like, I know what I want. I'm not asking, I'm saying like, this is what I want. And then they'll put it on and they'll be like, oh, that looks bad. I'm like, I could have just done this myself and not gotten this commentary back, but okay, thank you for telling me it doesn't look good on me. But long story short, these are some of the reasons why I prefer to do my own makeup at pageants, especially if it's new people who have never had done my makeup before. That is just my personal preference. You do you. You do you. But what I can recommend is that if you're in that situation, take a deep breath and calm down. Know who the people you can go to are to kind of talk about this afterwards. Like I always go to my mom, I always go to Carlos. That's why when I tell them, oh yeah, I'm going to get my makeup done, they're like, and I'm like, no, like this person's good. They're like, I'm like, no, I swear, like this is a good person. Like they're one of my people. And they're like, okay. It's funny like that. But go to someone you trust, who you can vent to. Try to tame or fix the situation if you can. And take a deep breath and just like deal with it how you feel best. If you have the ability to just like touch everything up and fix it, amazing. If not, do the full sweep. I don't condone this type of behavior, but listen, I've been through it. It's done, it's lessons learned, and I hope that you can all learn from me, okay? Okay. I hope that you enjoyed these very intense. I feel like I got so heated. I feel like you're probably all like, girl, relax. I wish I had photos, but it was that bad, Anyways, I'm gonna be sharing so many more stories. I've got more bad pageant stories. I've been in 8 pageants now. I've got some stories and I'm coming at you with them. So I hope that you are ready. If you wanna keep following along and you wanna see what other crazy stuff I come up with, follow me below and subscribe to this channel so that we can continue to share coffee story times together. Other than that, I hope to see you all in the next one. If I did not scare you off in this video, I really hope not. But wherever you are, have a fantastic day. Know that I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.